Hello, it's Don, and thank you for stopping by. This is Sonoran Mystic Tarot, and we do appreciate every visitor we have. Consider this your new home and find your way back. This is going to be the reading for the first full week of September, and September's bringing a lot of crazy energies, and I want to give you an insight on two of them to keep in mind. First and foremost, from the 1st to the 10th, there is a lot of energy about changing old routines and habits. If you've been looking at trying to stop old habits, this is the time to do it. If you've been wanting to change your routine, this is the time to do it. Say your workout's not been as productive as you thought, this is the time to change the routine. Again, this is a good time to change the routines, turning old habits into new. The additional energy that I wanted to speak about is, of course, love. Love is in the air because one time a year we get this kind of love. This is Virgo. The new moon is coming in Virgo on the 6th. With that new moon brings in a whole lot of energy toward love and relationships. So if you have been on the sideline and in thinking about maybe getting back into the love game, then it's time to get back out there. It's time to start dating. It's time to start connecting because love is in the air. This is the time for it. On the 6th and all the way through for, I guess, a number, maybe 10 days at most, use that energy from that moon because love is in the air. And also, when I say that love, let me stress this point. Love comes in many different ways. Again, it's not just love as in a relationship between two adults. It's also the love of a parent to a child, a grandparent to a parent, a grandparent to a grandchild, uncles and aunts and friends and so forth. So if you have been estranged from people, or that love is needing to be rekindled, or if the love you're in with your relationship presently is one that needs to be rekindled, this is also a time to rekindle that love. Again, love is in the air. So go out, take the opportunity, use this energy, and create new, wonderful memories for the future because it is September, and soon enough, this year will be over. You don't want another year to go by if you haven't reconnected. With that said, this is your reading for the month of September. Enjoy. Gemini, this is your reading for the week of September 6th through the 12th. It's an intuitive reading, therefore I'm reading the cards, plus I'm listening to Spirit. If Spirit gives me some ideas, I go with them. This is also, I suggest to you to take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't behind. No need to own things that you don't need. Again, sometimes it's a good thing to not take everything, but in this case, we will not know until we see the cards. Additionally, I want to introduce you to the new cards. This is a set of tarot decks. It's a tarot deck set, but it's called the Cook's Tarot Deck. And interesting thing is it talks about food and cooking. And look at those images. They're very cool. Very, very cool. Look at those wonderful images. When I saw them, because I love to cook, and cooking brings me some kind of peace and tranquility, as well as does reading cards, I said, hey, what better thing than to put two things together? How wonderful was that? Two of my favorite things. So that's exactly what has happened with this. So let's see what Tarot has in store for you, Gemini, for the week September 6th through September 12th. The first card is the Tower card. Change is ahead. Then we have the 10 of Cups, the Magician, and the Ace of Wands. Underneath them, we have the 4 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, the Sun card, and the World card. Okay, let's start up here in the left-hand corner here. The first and foremost, we have the Tower card. The Tower card tells you change. Change is coming. Change is coming. And this change is not planned. It's not something you had thought about. It's happening. It's going to happen fast. It's going to happen at the beginning of the week. That change is going to cause an upheaval and going to break the stability. You've been in a very stable environment. Unfortunately, that stable environment has not been quite as productive as you'd hoped. So change is not necessarily a bad thing in this regard. You have the 10 of Cups here. 10 of Cups is like, again, emotional fulfillment. It's bringing a cycle to an end on an emotion. And so it's something that there's like been a conflict, or there's been an uncomfortable feeling, but you didn't want to take the move. You didn't want to take the initiative to step out and to look at something else. And this is change is stepping in and saying, we're going to do that. We're going to shake it up for you. Again, the stability has gotten to you. It's time to shake things up. And the shake things up, well, you don't worry. It's like they're saying, don't worry. You'll persevere through this. You'll get through this. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing, because as a magician sits here, the magician says that you can make magic happen. You can determine, you can make this a wonderful thing. When the magician appears, it's like, okay, if you want something, say it, speak it, and it'll happen. Again, so the magician gives you that authority. It is something new, something exciting. This is the baby, this is the sun, this is the newness, the lightness, the energy, the creation, that kind of stuff. And that's coming into how it's coming into play because of the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is saying a new opportunity, maybe a new job, a new business, a new product you're developing. It could be also a side job. It could also be new education. You could go back to school, but something's coming in to help your career in a different way. Again, it's a positive change, but change nonetheless. And again, when you see the ace, that means it's new. The 10 is closing something out. The ace is starting something new. And again, it's a wand. So when it's a wand, the wand tells us that it is a business related situation. And then again, the world card is here. The world card is like, don't worry, it's going to work out. You're going to be okay. You have the world at your fingertips. It is under your control. How wonderful is that? You have the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands is saying, take an inventory. Take an inventory of what you're doing, what your career has brought you, what your job has brought you, what the project has brought you, whatever, and then figure out where you want to move from there, how you want to move forward. Again, this is a time to pause, stop, think before you make your next move, The Ace of Swords, again, new energy, new thought, new thinking, new way of working, new way of embracing something, new way of creating concepts, newness in that sense. 2 of Cups, again, finding a union between what you're leaving and where you're headed. Again, making sure that you bring together the emotional side, the logical side, also maybe even the financial side, but I don't see Pentacles in here at all, so money is not so much the question. 7 of Swords. When you see the 7 of Swords, that tells you somebody was deceitful, somebody was not being honest, or information was not there that should be there. This is a deceit card. This is telling you maybe that's part of the problem here, as part of the conflict, that somebody hasn't been honest with you, and that's been causing a problem. The Page of Wands, again, news of a new opportunity, news of a new business, news of a new money, a new business or money or project or product, or again, maybe even a promotion, something that's going to lead to money. But this is the news that is coming in. It's not saying it's in, it's coming in. That's the news. Then we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, be careful. It's warning you, do not go off half-cocked. Do not go off and do something rash. Keep your patience about you throughout the whole time, throughout this whole thing. Stay patient. Keep your mind in check. Keep your emotions in check. And work through things in your mind before you say them or before you do them. The Knight of Cups is saying you have the strength to keep your emotions in check, move forward with your emotions. And the most important thing, again, is move forward, period. That's the Chariot card. The Chariot card is move forward. And then there's the 6 of Wands. Again, you're rising above it. You're rising above it. This is only a temporary glitch. So as the change happens, roll with it. Don't panic. Don't get frustrated. Change is good. Change can be good. Look at it that way. Okay, that's this reading. Let me know what resonates with you. Send me an email at advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. Again, that's advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. And let me know what you think. You can also go to sonoranmystictarot.com and drop me a message through there, or you can go there and also book a private reading with me. Additionally, you can check out all the social media sites, and I am there with Sonoran Mystic Tarot. I have weekly, daily, and monthly readings that are all free. Lots of free stuff out there, lots of content. If you go out there, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, follow, and comment on those platforms as well. I appreciate it much. Helps keep me busy and gives me more opportunities to advise and to give guidance based on tarot. With that said, I'm going to let you go. Have a great week. We'll talk next week. Bye-bye. Thank you.